frame 1. Now we can right click on it and click on paste frames, or we can use the keyboard shortcut, which is Control Alt and V, or Command Option V if you're using a Mac. And as you can see, it pasted all of our frames onto the stage, and it also named those layers for us. So we have the exact same functionality as far as the stop actions are concerned, and all of the tweens and the labels. Now all we need to do is to alter the code in the main timeline, and then put this movie clip on the stage. So let's click on scene 1 to go back to our main timeline. And we're going to click on frame 10 here where we have our actions, and we're going to click and drag this over to frame 1 so that those actions are now in frame 1 instead of frame 10. And then we're going to take all of our layers over here, highlight everything except for the first frame, and then once those are selected, we can delete those. And the keyboard shortcut for deleting frames is Shift F5. F5 adds frames and Shift F5 deletes frames. Okay, so now we just have one frame. And on the content layer for frame 1, that's where we're going to stick our new movie clip. So we're going to open up our library, and in our library we'll find this content movie clip. We'll just drag that onto the stage. Now one thing we need to do is if we drag this around, first of all, you can see kind of the outline of our content for the first frame of that movie clip. If we double click on this and look at frame 1, even though it's invisible here, if we click on that movie clip, we can see it. And so when we go back to scene 1 and click and drag this movie clip around, we can see the outline there for the content that's supposed to be in frame 1. So we can actually use that to nudge it into place. And if that doesn't work, then you'll just have to nudge it into place, test your movie, see where everything is, and then nudge it around if it's not in the right place until you get it to where it needs to be. So now we have this movie clip on the stage, and we need to give this movie clip an instance name, because what we're going to do is we're going to use our actions layer here, and we're going to point to this movie clip and tell that movie clip what to do whenever we click on certain buttons. So this movie clip needs to have an instance name. So with that movie clip selected, we'll come down here to our instance name text field, and we'll just give this an instance name of content_MC. Easy enough. So let's lock that content layer. And then everything else will be done in the actions layer. We'll click on frame 1 for our actions, hit F9 or Option F9 if you're using a Mac to open up your actions,